Stupid wordplay always pisses me off every fucking chance. I'm about to, I'm about to read you something about this woman. Hold on. They keep hollering about something went fucking wrong again. They keep hollering about something went wrong. I gotta find out what caused this shit to act the fuck up. All right, we're going to Laura Dern. We're going to the birthday celebration of Laura Dern. Laura Elizabeth Dern. Laura Elizabeth Dern. Who had to be okay. She is a American actress. She is a recipient of numerous accolades, including an Academy Award, a Primetime Emmy Award, a BAFTA Award, and 5 Golden Globe Awards. Born to actor Bruce Dern, born to Bruce Dern and actress Diane Ladd. Oh, that's her. That's probably her parents. It's probably her parents. Dern embarked on an acting career in the 1980s until and just rose to prominence in her performance in what is it, Mask? Yes, the 1980s. Uh, what is it? An American biodrama in the 80s. She was working with the likes of Cher. I did not even know she was working with Cher in the late Estelle Getty. There's some films that she had been on. There was the what was it, the Blue Velvet, what was it, Blue Velvet? It was a 1986 film. It was a 1986 film that's directed by, I guess who directed it? Guess who's there? Guess who's directed it? David Keith Lynch. He's responsible. He's responsible for directing this film. And what does it say? Wild at Heart. She received her first Academy Award nomination for her portrayal to the titular of the what's it, of the what the titular orphan in the drama film Ramblin' Rose. That's what we call it. It's an early '90s film. It was an early '90s film. She started working with the likes of what is it, uh who's she working with, Robert Duvall. Her mom, Diane Ladd, was already in the movie. John Hurd from Home Alone, he was in that movie. He was in that movie. And what she achieved, international recognition for her role as Ellie Sattler in Steven Spielberg's 1993 adventure film Jurassic Park, a role that she reprised in the sequels Jurassic Park 3 and its world domination, not world domination, Jurassic Park World Dominion. That's last year's movie. That's like a year ago's movie. After winning 2 Golden Globe Awards for her performances as Catherine Harris in the TV film Recount, and Amy Jellicoe in the comedy drama series Enlightened, Dern garnered her second Academy Award nomination for her work in the biopic Wild. In 2017, she she began star she began starring as this Renata Klein character in the drama series Little Big Lies. Little Big Lies, what's the TV drama series? Is winning. Well, she won some sort of a primetime Emmy award and a Golden Globe award in what she reunited with the guy who directed Blue Velvet, the guy who directed Blue Velvet, David Lynch. This is for the Twin Peaks, uh, the Return series. It's like the sequel. It's a sequel from the old Twin Peaks show. I slob too much, man. I've been having a hard time. Stupid schedule fucking ruined my ass. It killed my ass. Twin Peaks: The Return. It was like a sequel of the old Twin Peaks TV series from like back in the days. She has played supporting roles in those films. The films including Star Wars: The Last Jedi, the 2017 film, the 2017 film, Marriage Story, and Little Women from those are two movies that's been out like back in 2019. So the early life, I'm gonna tell you this story. Laura Elizabeth Dern was born on February 10th, 1967 in Los Angeles, California, the daughter of actors Diane Ladd and Bruce Dern, and great granddaughter. That's a word. That's why I typed. That's why I had to hear this. Great granddaughter of former Utah Governor and Secretary of War. That could be Bruce Dern's father, George Dern. That man died in the 1930s. He all those years he was serving as the Utah's governor. She was conceived while her parents were filming this movie called The Wild Angels, a 1960s American outlaw biker film that Roger Corman had produced and directed. That was made in Southern California. That was made in Southern California. So Hell's Angels like movie, I think. Poet, writer, and librarian of Congress Archibald MacLeish. Yeah, this guy was her great great uncle. After her parents divorced when she was 2 years old. When she was 2 years old, Dern was largely brought up by her mom and dad, by her mom and maternal grandma. That's what the two have wanted to bring her up. It's her mom and maternal grandma. Yeah, Mary, who had this Norwegian ancestry from Oslo. From Oslo, she was raised Catholic. Her godmother was actress Shelley Winters. Shelley Winters. Anybody knew Shelley Winters? The woman who was like a godmother, who was a godmother to Laura Dern. Laura Dern. I didn't know this woman. This woman was Laura Dern's godmother, but she developed scoliosis as a child. Her her first film was an appearance as an extra in the White Lightning movie, a film. which which her mom Diane Ladd has starred. Her official debut was an appearance in Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. It says Alice. It says this. It's a film appearance. It says Alice doesn't live here anymore. Opposite her mom Diane Ladd, in '82, Dern served as Miss Golden Globe at the age of 15. In the same year, she portrayed a rebellious rock band member of the this cult film. Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Stains. At 16, after doubling on her classes at graduate high school, was early semester, a semester early. That's what it says, a semester early. She sought and attained emancipation. I already heard that. I heard that word. I heard that word a couple of times. That happened with Corey Feldman. It only happened to Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman. It only happened to him. He had to get himself emancipated. Shut off the motherfucking car, please. God fucking damn it. The fuck is wrong with these people? You see I'm doing a live show, you fucking dicks? God fucking damn it. I hate people, bro. I really fucking hate people. At the age of 16, after doubling on her classes to graduate high school, a semester early, she sought and attained emancipation, which allowed her to work the same amount of hours as an adult on films after moving out of her home at the age of 17 years old. Dern became roommates with Marianne Williamson, who had to be American author, spiritual leader, and political activist, and enrolled at California's UCLA College. Well, now it's become known now. Intending to double major in psychology and journalism, but withdrew 2 days into the semester to film Blue Velvet until the early '80s and the end of the '90s. That's how Dern got her first credited role. Her credited role that she got was happened to be Debbie, alongside a young Jodie Foster, whose real name was Alicia Foster, Alicia Christian Foster. That's what her name is. Well, Jodie Foster, that's what her real name is, Alicia Christian Foster. Yeah, she appeared alongside Jodie Foster, Alicia Christian Jodie Foster, in the 1980 coming of age film Foxes. At the age of 11, she had originally auditioned for a different role after telling casting directors that she was 14 years of age. In 1985, she was cast 2 weeks before production began as the protagonist, a carefree 15-year-old girl, Connie Wyatt. Connie Wyatt, who grabs the attention of a predatory stranger in the film called Smooth Talk. The film won Grand Jury Prize at the Sundance Music Film, not Sundance, Sundance Film Festival. I forgot. I got Sundance Music over my head. My head. Sorry. The Sundance Film Festival in the dramatic category in 1986, and received largely favorable reviews. It is seen as the film that launched Dern's career. Between 1985 and 1990, she gained critical acclaim for her performances in Mask, Blue Velvet, and Wild at Heart. The latter of the two were directed by this man, David Lynch, again, which began a long-standing collaboration between Dern and Lynch. What is it? The biographical the biographical drama film Mask. She played this role of the Diana Adams character who had to be a blind girl, who becomes Rocky Dennis. Love interest, starring alongside Eric Stoltz and Cher. At the age of 16, Dern was cast as Sandy Williams. That's what the character is, Sandy Williams. One of the starring roles alongside Kyle MacLachlan. Yes, Kyle MacLachlan. That's the name. Kyle Merritt MacLachlan. And Isabella Rossellini. Look at this woman. She like Swedish. How Swedish she is. This. Yep. She was like Italian, bro. This woman, look how Italian she was. All she does is smile. That's all she does is smile. That's all she does is smile. In the critically successful mystery thriller film Blue Velvet, it is widely regarded as Dern's breakthrough performance. What's up? Oh yeah, that's what she already pulled out a show. She pulled out a show like she always can in her breakthrough performance. In 1990, Dern once again collaborated with Lynch, starring as Lula Fortune alongside Nicolas Cage. In the black comedy film, it's a crime film. It's called Wild at Heart. It's an all-black comedy crime film that she was in, where she portrays a vastly different character from her previous role in Blue Velvet. Dern called the role an opportunity to play not only a sexual person, yes, a sexual person, but also someone who was, in her own incredible, her own way, incredibly comfortable with herself. The film, which had won the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. What's it? Cannes Film Festival was met with generally positive reviews from critics. Yep, from critics, but polarized some audiences. At the time, Lynch cast uh Diane Ladd, her own mother, to play Lula's overbearing mother in the film. Dern auditioned. Dern had auditioned for the role of the Clarice Starling character in the Silence of the Lambs movie. The Silence of the Lambs movie, but lost the role due to studios' skepticism. That's word. That's word I ain't never. I already heard it. Skepticism about her level of fame, her level of fame at the time. But in 1992, Dern and Diane Ladd became the first mother and daughter to be nominated for Academy Awards for acting in the same film for their performances in Ramblin' Rose. Ladd received a Best Supporting Actress nomination, while Dern received one for Best Actress. The following year, she won that Golden Globe Award for Best Actress miniseries of television of TV film. Let me explain this. Miniseries of television film. And I'm still working on the sidewalk. Miniseries of television film. That's what it says. Miniseries, or at least television film. I'm still working on the sidewalk. And received her first primetime Emmy Award nomination for Outstanding Lead Actress in a limited series or television movie for her performance in Afterburn, a 1992 TV film. Dern starred as Dr. Ellie Sattler in Jurassic Park, which was a film that was from Steven Spielberg. Well, Steven Spielberg did all the film work. You know, achieving international recognition with the role. Dern, who had been more focused on independent films, you know, prior to the film was Spielberg's first choice for the role of Ellie Sattler. Ellie Sattler, after having been impressed with her work in Smooth Talk and Ramblin' Rose, she was influenced by Wild at Heart co-star Nicolas Cage to take the role and call the decision. Airplanes suck. I can't even read anything in a time like this where they let the planes fly over this house. I hate the city, bro. Fuck. Why do you let these goddamn planes fucking uh fly over their head over people's head? No one this town is fucking no fucking wonder why this society is fucking broken. Was Spielberg's first choice for the role of Ellie Sattler after having been impressed with her work in Smooth Talk and Ramblin' Rose. She was influenced by Wild at Heart co-star Nicolas Cage to take the role and call the decision in ECS, recalling how Spielberg and producer Kathleen Kennedy made sure the character was a no nonsense feminist. Yes, right, feminist, a feminist who had her own independent spirit and was brilliant in her craft and wasn't an over sexualized action heroine. Heroine, that's the word. Heroine or heroine. While describing filming to be similar with what does it mean? Similar to be in it. What? Let me read. While describing filming to be similar to an independent film. The same year, no, the same year, Jr. Clinton Eastwood Jr. contacted the actress. He contacted the actress for his film A Perfect World. That's what the name is. A Perfect World that he had directed. After after the release of the Jurassic Park movie, JP JP1, Jurassic Park, the movie. Dern was offered Dern was offered many roles in the blockbuster films and ultimately chose to star in Alexander Payne's directorial debut another black comedy film, another black film, Citizen Root. That's what he named it, Citizen Root. Yep, it was out in like what, 96? To avoid typecasting the character, Root Stoops, a pregnant drug addict. who unexpectedly who unexpectedly attracts national attention from those who have been involved in the abortion debate. The film debuted at the SFF to critical acclaim for the film and for Dern's performance, but only received a limited release from Miramax LLC, likely due to its controversial topic. Her mom, Lad, made a her mom, Diane Ladd, she made a cameo appearance playing as Dern's character's mom. That's times three. That is times three. Following the two movies, Ramblin' Rose and Wild at Heart. What the character Dern has been portraying screams a torrent of abuse at her. In 1997, Dern was asked Dern was being asked once by actress and talk show host Ellen DeGeneres. That's right, actress and talk show host Ellen DeGeneres to guest star as Susan Richmond. Susan Richmond, a lesbian who helps DeGeneres' character Ellen Morgan. Ellen Morgan come out of the closet in the puppy episode. It was a two-part episode of the American sitcom TV series Ellen. While DeGeneres herself came out at the same time off screen, despite protests from people around her. She shrugged off. That's what she was like, what, shrugging off some sort of concerns, and immediately accepted the role where she had received her third Primetime Emmy Award nomination for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series. The decision significantly impacted her career. That's what it is. That's what it is. In the following years, with Dern revealing in April 2007 airing of the Ellen DeGeneres show that she did not work for more than a year, and that she needed a full security detail following her appearance in the historic episode. Due to the resulting backlash at the time, backlash, but nevertheless called it an extraordinary experience and opportunity, and an incredible honor. The following year, Dern co-starred in the TV film The Baby Dance, for which she received a Golden Globe Award nomination for Best Actress, Miniseries, or TV Film, while dating Billy Bob Thornton, who happened to be an American actor and filmmaker. In 1999, she was the cast of his love interest in his film Daddy and Them. That's a film. It was a film. It was an early 2000s. It was an early 2000s American comedy drama film. Daddy and Them, which also includes her own mom, Diane Ladd. Dern appeared in Joe Johnston's biographical drama October Sky. What's the name? October Sky. That's what the name is. October Sky, alongside Jake Gyllenhaal. What's he? Jake Gyllenhaal, Jacob Benjamin Gyllenhaal, portraying his character's teacher, Miss Riley. From the 2000s to the 2010s, in in 2000, Robert Altman casted Dern in his comedy Dr. T and the Women. And then in 2001, Dern reprised her role as this Dr. Ellie Sattler character in Jurassic Park 3. I don't know what happened to part 2, but where did part 2 go? Which that Joe Johnson had directed, whom she worked with in October, October Sky, October Sky movie. This movie, October Sky, which was a 1990s movie. It was a 1990s movie. A movie that's been out in 1999. It's an old movie. It's a 1999 movie that I never get a chance to look at yet. Originally hesitant to return for a cameo, Dern was convinced when it was suggested. It was suggested by Steven Spielberg, who was an executive producer of the films, especially to the writers, Alexander Payne and Jim Taylor, an American producer and screenwriter, who had previously collaborated with the actress for the Citizen Root film. It was a crime drama. It's an all-black crime film. To have the character play an important role in by saving the other characters. That same year, she co-starred in Within These Walls and Arthur Miller's Focus. Arthur Asher Miller. The movie was called Focus. It's called Focus. It was a 2001. It's a 2001 film that she was working with the likes of David Paymer. Remember him? That's a guy who was on gang related with Tupac Shakur and Zeus. He was starred with David Paymer. Remember him? He was on gang related. He was starred with Tupac and Zeus. Dern starred in the film I Am Sam as Randy Carpenter. Randy Carpenter, a woman who was running a foster home. In 2002, she starred in this film, Damaged Care. In 2004, she starred in this film called We Don't Live Here Anymore. She was working with the likes of Naomi Watts. in Mark Ruffalo. In Mark Ruffalo. That's right. That's the song. That's some sort of a film. We don't live here anymore. Dern starred in the 2005 film Happy Endings. Oh well, they put a towel on the ass anyway. What do I put the towel on the ass? Put the towel on the ass. And in the same year, she appeared in the film The Prize Winner of Defiance, Ohio. In 2006, reunited, Dern reunited with David Lynch, who had directed the movies. For time, for like that's like times three after the movies in the experimental film Inland Empire. You know, which was largely shot on a handheld Sony DSR PD-150, was a DV tape camcorder. It was a digital video camcorder that's been released in 1995, but it got replaced. But it got replaced by the DCR VX 2000. That was later in 2000. In mid 2003, the DCR VX 2100 by Lynch himself. By Lynch himself, yeah. By Lynch himself. Yeah, yeah. Dern reunited with David Lynch for the third time after Blue Velvet and Wild at Heart. But by Lynch himself, in the experimental film Inland Empire, which was largely shot by a handheld Sony DSR PD-150 that was replaced by two other camcorders. Okay, that was out in 2000 and 2003. So by Lynch himself and without a complete screenplay at heart, Dern portrays an actress, Nikki Grace, who starts to take on the personality of the character she plays and portrays. The film debuted at the Venice Film Festival in Venice, California, Venice Beach, California. Well, it's not in Venice Beach, California. It's in Italy, but it's not even in California. The Venice Film Festival is in Italy. To polarize the reviews, majority being positive, where Dern admitted that she was not sure what the film was about, but she said that up. She would sign up for any project with Lynch. In the same year, Dern portrayed a supporting role in Lonely Hearts. Mike White. Yep, known for writing School of Rock, a film that Jack Black was starred in with Joan Cusack and Sarah Silverman. Yeah, and Sarah Silverman. And The Good Girl. The Good Girl, which that she was working with the likes of Jacob Gyllenhaal, uh, John C. Riley, and Jennifer Aniston from Friends. Jennifer Aniston from Friends, along with Zoe Deschanel. Yep. Who is that? Tim Nelson. I don't even know who that was. We go check this shit out. Tim Nelson. I did not know it was Tim Blake Nelson. No, it was Tim Blake Nelson. Yep, that's the name. I got it right. Tim Blake Nelson. Yeah, that's right. I read it right. Tim Blake Nelson. Okay. Well, Dern got hired for, I don't know. Dern got hired for, what is it called? Dern was hired by Lynch for his directorial debut in 2007. That's what it is. I don't know why Lynch wanted to hire her for that directorial debut in 2007. That was in that comedy film. There was that comedy that was titled like Year of the Dog. Year of the Dog was like a 2007 American comedy drama that was starring the likes of Molly Shannon, John C. Reilly. Remember him from Step Brothers? Well, he was in Casualties of War in the 80s. You know, he been in movies in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. Well, he was working with the likes of Will Ferrell. He works with Will Ferrell in movies like Step Brothers and in the Ballad of Ricky Bobby and Peter Sarsgaard in 2008. John Peter Sarsgaard in 2008. Dern starred as a Florida Secretary of the State, Katherine Harris, who's been with the Florida Senate from the 90s, okay, to the 2000s. In Recount, that had to be a 2008 political dramatic TV film for which that she won in the Golden Globe Award for best supporting actress, series, miniseries, or TV film. The following year, Dern appeared in the indie drama Tenderness. And in 2010, she appeared in Little Fockers. Focker, Little Fockers. What is it? Little Fockers? No, right with the fox. Little Fockers. Like little Fockers. Don't know how to spell. Portraying as Prudence, a principal of an elementary school, like a public school. You know, why let her portray a character? Why you had to let her portray a character? You have her portray a goddamn character in a movie as a principal of an elementary school named Prudence. In late 2010, Dern and her parents were presented. That's right, Diane Ladd and Bruce Dern. Yeah, that's right, Diane Ladd and Bruce Dern. Yeah, they were all presented. You know, with the stars of the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the HWF. On the Hollywood Walk of Fame, that's what it is. The Hollywood Walk of Fame, becoming the first family to do so. That's how they reunited. In October 2011, that's becoming the first family to do so. And that's what it says. That's what I mean. In October of 2011, that's what it is. In 2011, which was October of 2011, She starred this new HBO comedy drama TV series called Enlightened, in which she also served as a co-creator and executive producer for the series. Dern played Amy Jellicoe, a health and beauty exec who returns from a post meltdown retreat to pick up the pieces of her broken life. Yeah, she want to pick up the pieces of her life that was all being broken and smashed. Dern brought screenwriter Michael White, whom she collaborated with on Year of the Dog, back into TV work after he had suffered an on the job meltdown of his own. The series received critical acclaim and lasted 2 seasons. Dern's mom, Diane Ladd, plays the major supporting role of what is it? The mother of Dern's character, Helen Jellicoe, in the series. Dern received her third Golden Globe Awards and fifth nomination. She received that. Yeah, that's her third Golden Globe Award that she won, and a nomination. That's her fifth nomination. She had five. She had been nominated. She'd been nominated 5 times. No, her first in the Best Actress in a TV series, musical, or comedy category in her performance. She was also nominated for her fifth Primetime Emmy Award, her first in the Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series category. 2012 present, recent career and acclaim. In 2012, Dern starred in Paul Thomas Anderson's psychological drama, The Master. In 2014, she co-starred alongside Reese Witherspoon. That's right. That's the name. Well, oh yeah, we'll see. Laura Jean Reese Witherspoon. Well, Reese Witherspoon, whose real name was Laura Witherspoon. In Valley, what's the name? Jean Mark Valley's, what's the name? Jean Mark Valley, Jean Mark Valley, who happened to be a Canadian filmmaker, film editor, and screenwriter. That could be his biography. What's it? That could be this man's uh, biographical drama for Wild. The movie Wild. That's what that's Reese Witherspoon. I think she was working with Reese Witherspoon. Gabby Hoffman. Yep. Gabrielle Hoffman was already in it. So she portrayed a character that's name could be Bobby, who had to be Cheryl Strayed's mom in a flashback series. A flashback scenes. Was in what? Oh yeah, while she portrayed the character, while she portraying the character of Bobby, mother of Cheryl Strayed, in flashback scenes. Flashback scenes was I did not know she had it, for which she received in her second Academy Award nomination and her first in the Best Supporting Actress category. Yeah, the Best Supporting Actress category. That same year, she portrayed Franny Lancaster in the coming-of-age romance film The Fault in Our Stars. The Fault in Our Stars. and she portrays Beverly Ladausseur, Ladausseur, Beverly Ladausseur, Ladausseur. That I don't know how to spell. It's Ladouceur. I don't even know the last name correctly. I don't even know the last name of that character. I don't even know it correctly. It's a sucky name I cannot pronounce. In the sports drama film, in the sports drama film, when the game stands tall. Yep, produced by the likes of Mandalay Pictures. Mandalay Pictures. You see that tiger? That company's been there. That company's been there since late May of 1995. That company's been there since late May 19 since the end of May of 95. Yep, the actress portrayed Lynn. What's the name? She portrayed Lynn Nash, a widowed mother and grandmother who gets evicted with her family in the movie. The 2014 film was called 99 Homes. It was an American drama film alongside Andrew Garfield. You see the name? Andrew Garfield. In 2017, Dern teamed with both Witherspoon and VVALLEE from Wild and The Fault in Our Stars, co-star Shailene Woodley for the 2017 HBO miniseries Little Big Lies. The latter who Dern had helped. The latter who Dern had helped. That's right, Laura Dern. That's who she was helping. That's the people that Laura Dern had started helping. That's the latter of it. That helped convince to join the cast for her portrayal as Renata Klein in the series. Laura Dern, man. Laura Dern does what she wants, man. In her 50s, she can do anything. But back then, she does anything when she was in those previous ages. But she won that. But she won that primetime Emmy Award for that outstanding supporting actress in that limited series or the movie or in a movie. That could be her fourth one too. The Golden Globe Award. That could be her fourth for that best supporting actress miniseries or motion picture made for TV. That same year she collaborated S times four with David Lynch, the director, appearing as Diane Evans. That's the name, Diane Evans, in the third season of the mystery serial drama TV series Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is an old TV series that's been out since from 1990 to 1991. That's been running. It's been running from 1990 to like 1991. It used to be on ABC. It used to be on ABC in the early 90s. Don't know what happened to that show. And join the franchise. That franchise could be Star Wars. The Star Wars franchise. It's a Star Wars franchise that's from whoever created it in the 70s, George Lucas. Portraying Vice Admiral Emmeline Holdo in Rian Johnson's space opera film is a space opera film. It's a space opera film, Star Wars, The Last Jedi. Yes, right, The Last Jedi. Well, Laura, this is what Laura does. Laura Dern does what she always wanted. In 2018, starred as a professor and documentary filmmaker. Jennifer Fox. Jennifer Fox, recalling her traumatic past into autobiographical feature film, The Tale, written and directed by Fox. Written and directed by Fox herself. The film premiered at the 2018 Sundance Film Festival, and January 20th of that of the of 2018, to a standing ovation, a standing ovation, and later on HBO on May 26th of the same year. Dern received her seventh Primetime Emmy nomination. Her Emmy nomination, as she won the seventh Primetime Emmy nomination for the role in the category Outstanding Lead Actress in a limited series or movie. That same year, she starred in two biographical drama films by Trial by Fire and J.T. Leroy as the author Laura Albert. In 2019, Dern reprised her role. As Renata Klein. Renata Klein in Little Big Lies after the series was renewed for season 2, where she once again received critical acclaim and received her 8th Primetime Emmy Award nomination. Her first in Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series category. In a drama series category, in the same year, Dern starred in the 2 films nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards. At the Academy Awards, the first is Noah Baumbach's Noah Baumbach's Marriage Story. Okay, he kind of written and directed it. Well, Adam Driver is already in it. Adam Driver is in it. Alan Alda is in it. Julie Haggerty is in it. And the late Ray Liotta is already in the movie. Is in the movie. This is before. This is before Ray Liotta. This is before Ray Liotta died last year. Portraying the character Noah Fanshawe. What's this? Noah Fanshawe, a divorce lawyer, which was written by Baumbach. With Dern in mind for the role. For her performance, Dern received major awards, including earning her first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. This is some woman that won this stuff. From the 3 nominations, that's times 3. Winning the first and only Oscar in an acting category for Netflix, and also received the BAFTA award for Best Actress in a supporting role. That's what some people says, like it says it's BAFTA. Some people keep saying it was like what, BAFTA? I don't know how to spell it. It's BAFTA. So let me show you what it's called. It means the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. The SAG award for performance by a female actor in a supporting role, and the Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress Motion Picture. Oh, this had to be a picture of Angela Bassett, but it wasn't. It looks like a picture of Angela Bassett. I don't know. The second the second is Greta Gerwig's film adaptation of Little Women, where she portrayed Marmee March. The name, what's that's the name? Marmee March. In 2020, she served as an executive producer. She served as a EP. Uh, it was it executive? I can't even get to see how the words sounded. I sound stupid. I sound fucking stupid. I had to go. I had to read this shit. Executive producer. That's what it says. Executive producer. My spelling's a little off. I'm gonna say EP on the animated short film. If anything happens, I love you. That's what it says. If anything happens, I love you. That film was released on Netflix. Netflix had released that film, but she was a producer on the documentary film The Way I See It. In 2022, that's last year. That's last year, folks. This had to be last year. In closing. 2022 and 2022. That's last year. Dern reprised her role as Dr. Ellie Sattler in a Jurassic World Dominion film. It was a Jurassic World Dominion film. Due to the character's fan influence, she and director Colin Trevorrow, Trevorrow, felt protective of the character and her legacy, and were in agreement to have the character play a major role, with Neal and Goldblum having led in their own JP sequel. Colin had already wanted Dominion to be Laura's film explaining. Had to be Laura's film explaining. It was important for the plot to be driven by Ellie. She's the only one. She's the only one of those three characters that hasn't had her own movie. She is set to star in Florian Zeller's adaptation of his stage play, The Sun. Did Laura Dern appear in the music video for Bejeweled? Did Laura Dern appear in Taylor Swift's music video Bejeweled? That was from the Midnight's album. That'd be one of those albums that Taylor Swift had finished up and recorded in the studio. Probably probably Taylor Swift's 10th studio album, I think it's called Midnights. Dern will star and serve as an EP for the science fiction drama. Well, that's EP means executive means executive producer for the science fiction drama film called Morning by Justin Kurzel. Justin Kurzel. She is set to start. She is set to star in the film that Netflix had brought out, Lonely Planet, and will serve as an EP executive producer and star in the upcoming Apple TV Plus comedy series. Mrs. American Pie. Yeah, Laura Dern is going to reunite. Okay, what did Laura Dern reunited with? Cheryl Strayed, the Wild Arthur, and Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon. She was reunited with her. I mean, Reese Witherspoon was known to be in movies. Reese Witherspoon, I'm not gonna lie, Reese Witherspoon, she was known to be in movies and all that type of shit. As executive producers, yeah, they work together as what? They working as what? Executive producers for the upcoming TV series Tiny Beautiful Things. That's what it says. Tiny Beautiful Things. They want to show that to me. They show it to me. It's based on the book that Cheryl Strayed had wrote. It was her personal life, relationships, and family. Dern began dating Ben Harper after they met at one of his concerts in the fall of 2000. They were married on December 23rd, 2005, at their house in LA. They have two children together. Son Ellery Walker. Do I look like I'm ready to fucking go through with this shit? I haven't tried any of that. And a daughter, Jaya. Through this marriage, Dern became a stepmom, and is close with Harper's children from his first marriage. His son Charles and daughter Harris. The two finalized their divorce in 2013. And on October 18th of 2017, in the wake of the Harvey Weinstein sexual abuse scandal, Dern appeared on the Ellen Show and revealed that she had been sexually assaulted by him when she was a teenager. During the 66 Golden Globe Awards on January 11th, 2009, Dern expressed support for the incoming administration of a former president of the United States of America, Barack Hussein Obama the second. That's right, Barack Hussein Obama the second. During her acceptance speech, yeah, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over a goddamn hour. Oh shit. During her acceptance speech for her Best Supporting Actress miniseries, or TV film, when stating, "I will cherish this as a reminder of the extraordinary, incredible outpouring of people who demanded their voice to be heard in this last election, so we can look forward to an amazing change in this country. Thank you so much." An activist and supporter of various charities, Dern advocated Down syndrome. It happened with the babies. It happened with the babies, bro. But a lot of children, people, all adults, they grew up with this type of thing. Down syndrome. I watched Born This Way, man, in the 2010s. On A&E, they have a bunch of cast members who had this type of genetic disorder. They got the cast members who had this disorder, this genetic disorder. I ain't had that disorder, but a lot of the cast members probably had that disorder. Yep, Dern advocated look this, an activist and supporter for various charities. For various charities. Dern advocated Down syndrome awareness in a cover story for Ability magazine. In 2018, Dern brought activist Monica Ramirez. Let me see. Let's see. Show a picture. Let me see a picture. Let me get this picture. Monica Ramirez. Dern brought her in to the 75th Golden Globe Awards as a guest. In the same year, she attended a Families Belong Together event and expressed her support for the immigrants' rights. She is also an advocate. She is also an advocate for women's rights. That's the old saying goes from back in the old days. Look, that's the old saying from back in the day. It's been years. It's been like decades when people are fighting for whatever rights they have. Women, they gotta fight for their own rights anyway. If you look at this shit, it says votes for women. That's like it means something to the women. Gender gender pay parity, as well as let me tell you about this shit. She is also an advocate for women's rights, gender pay parities, as well as combating gun violence and the climate change. In 2019, she became a board member of the AMMP, yeah, at the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures, AMMP. Then, and then she is an ambassador, and then she is the ambassador of the ALA, American Lung Association. That's right, a voluntary health organization whose mission to save lives by improving lung health and preventing lung disease through education, advocacy, 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 and research. As the servers as an advisor to the group's NBD, National Board of Directors. It's all her accolades from the 1970s to the 2000s, the 2022. I got another live show coming up. I got another live show coming up. I'm typing Emma Roberts. Hold up, man. I'm tired of this shit. I'm typing Emma Roberts. Okay? The stupid voice thing started acting a little dumb. Coming up next, we're gonna well coming up next. Coming up next, the birthday celebration of American actress Emma Roberts. Okay? Well, she's way younger than me. But that's where we're going. I'm about to end the stream. Uh, I got another live show coming. Coming up after this one. Stay tuned for the birthday celebration of Emma Roberts. Coming up next on YouTube Studio.